All right, let's quickly go into the reason why it's important to keep a database of your employees, contractors, freelancers, subcontractors. As a business owner and especially as an HR manager, you're responsible to know who they are and what they're working on. And what's really important is after they leave, you might need to know who is working on what and when. So you need to have a complete database of your active as well as your previous contractors, employees, staff for compliance reasons as well as for issues with dealing with maybe who did what when, and maybe you could even find them in the future and ask them if they are willing to help you, which hopefully they are if you had good terms and we're doing a good job at HR. All right, anyway, now that we explained why really briefly, we have a blog post about that as well. Let's just jump into a live adding a new employee to the company. So there's tons and tons of data here you can add. I will go through them. I'm going to add Mark Anthony. He's one of our business development people. I have the images ready. I think it just looks a lot better if you have their photo instead of just a blank image. It just makes it more real. I also use a little bit of a trick. We'll talk about those productivity hacks in other videos. But I just put him here. I think we can do that. You can. This is all one field. Father's name means in some cultures and companies maybe this is another like security way. Birthday. I'm not going to put his birthday because this is a little bit private information for today's video, just to give you an idea. It's not required anyway, but it's helpful, especially for HR. You could keep track of their birthdays, and then the company can wish them a happy birthday. Gender, I think you understand, male or female. He's a man. Phone number, in case there's an emergency you need to contact with him. And then local address, permanent address if it's different. And then my hack here for his email. You would set an email and he will be able to log in. Employee ID, I'm just going to put number 4 since there's 4 now. And then his department, which actually it just happens to fit into there. He's in our business development. Credit leaves, this means how many extra on top of your base. So if you already have your company policies set, this will stay the same. Date of joining, I recommend that you update this to the real date, not the date when you signed up for the system. That way you can just keep track of who's worked in your company, how long. Base salary, hourly rate will be used for calculating that. Bank details, which is very helpful if you're paying them, even with you using cross-border payments or your domestic payments. It's just good also to keep this on file long term as well. So I'm not going to put his bank details on our video. And then here's some exciting stuff. You can keep their resume on file. You can keep a letter that you offered them a job. Maybe a proof that they accepted it, the contract that was signed, and then ID proof such as passport, scanned copy, or others. I'm not going to put that in today, but that would work. It'll also email. You can have this on or off to email them. And I'm going to hit create, and it will take a second and then load, and then it will go back to the employee screen, and now you have a new team member, and they're joined today. Well, maybe you'd be backdating this if this is, if you're just signing up for this and you already have staff. But going forward, it will be that day, and then they'll get a welcome email, and they can log into their portal. Again, this is HR admin screen, not the employee screen. We have other videos for that. They will not see the same functions. They will see it as an employee or a staff or a contractor. I recommend doing this not just for your full-time staff, but also part-time consultants, contractors, even project-based, just so that everything is fully clear, your agreements. A lot of times people forget it's in a Skype chat or it's in an email, and it causes problems, especially if they have sensitive information about you or your company. You want to make sure that you have agreements in place and you have all the data in place for that. Again, I could view this. I can, of course, edit this going forward and keep it up to date. Make sure you also, when you're editing, there's different buttons: saving the personal info, saving the company info, saving the bank details. These are all, and saving the documents. There's 4 different buttons to update in the current version. Thank you for watching, and let's do better HR. HR is very, very important. I think it keeps the company motivated. It's all about the people, whether you're in software, services, products. It's all about the people. Thank you.